Hello twin flames, and welcome to day 5 of the Divine Feminine Power series. So in this series we're using 4 decks of cards to tap in with the energy and see what you need to know to raise your vibration, to help you to understand your journey and to keep you shining your light brightly. So thank you for being here, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So we're using the Divine Feminine Power messages, the Divine Feminine Illumination messages, the Divine Feminine, the Silence, and the Goddess card. So let's see what we need to know. And number 5 is about change. So, this is a great day as well for change. And we learn this on the journey that everything is happening for us to bring in change. Things are happening to move us where we're meant to be. And intuitively, I feel that's also the message in this message today. So what's the energy, please, angels, for day 5? What do we need to know? So if you're coming out there, what do we need to know, please, angels, for the Divine Feminines? What do we need to know for this day? For this power message 5, what do we need to know? Wow, not many cards coming out for this one. What do we need to know? Thank you, angels. Wow. Okay, so we're going to start with what you're thinking then. What goes on in your mind during the silent times, when you're worrying about things, when you need a boost of power. We've got, I'm not a crazy person. So we all think like that. If you're on this journey and you haven't felt like a crazy person, I'd be surprised, because we all think that we're going a bit mad sometimes. And the angels are letting you know that you are not a crazy person. In fact, you are saner than you've ever been, because you are connecting with your higher self, you are connected with source, and you know your truth. And you know your truth by the way you feel. So don't let this journey or anyone else make you feel crazy for thinking what you think and feeling what you feel, because that's part of your makeup, your DNA, your spiritual power and you. And you're not a crazy person. Even if your masculine has called you a crazy person, or, the journey's crazy, or you're not making sense, or any of those things, you know how you feel, you know your truth. So the angels are reassuring you here that you are not going crazy, you are not a crazy person, you're not making it all up in your head. This is absolutely real. And will you marry me? So maybe you feel like a crazy person for wondering if they'll marry you. Especially if they are married to somebody else and you're thinking, this is crazy. How could he be free to marry me when he's with her? Or why do I even want a commitment from him the way he's treated me? Or am I just going crazy? Maybe you've been in a marriage before and you didn't want to get in one again. And you're thinking, am I a crazy person for wanting to marry this person? Or maybe there's an age gap and you're thinking, is it crazy to want to marry someone so much younger than me? So there's all these questions going round in your mind, and you're being reminded, no matter what you're feeling or thinking, you are not a crazy person. And it's okay to think about marriage. I never believed in marriage. I never wanted marriage, never really thought much about it. And obviously being in union with George, for the first year and a half, it was fine the way it is. But lately, I've been together over 2 years now, but lately I've been thinking about what it would feel like to be married to him, because I would be married to him, and that's the difference. Even if you've been through a long marriage or a painful marriage or abuse in a marriage or anything in the past, your twin flame changes everything, changes your ideas and your ideals, because you can see yourself married to them. You see yourself in union for the rest of your life with them. You see yourself maybe having kids with them. Maybe having kids is something you've never wanted, but they're giving me fear, or there's fear around it. And you've never been able to express that before, but with them you could. So there's many, many different things that you may be in fear of or working through. And this goes both ways. They're giving me the word birth, okay? So there's definitely someone connecting with this reading, thinking about marriage and kids, giving birth to a child, or wanting that. Maybe you're scared, time's running out, and you're thinking, I'm on a body clock, Liz, when's he going to come forward to me, and all these things. And you may feel like a crazy person, and the angel's saying to you, release the when and trust it will. If it's meant for you, it will be for you. If you're meant to have a child, if you're meant to get married, it's going to happen. or if you are older and you're not thinking of kids, but you've already got kids, bringing them together. A marriage is a solid foundation. So you're thinking, will you marry me? Will you commit to me? For some of you, you may even not want marriage, but you want a commitment. And a commitment is, will you commit to me? Will you give me everything I'm dreaming of? Will I have my happy ever after? Or am I a crazy person expecting that? The message is, I speak my life into existence. My voice has power. So you're being reminded of your power, your spiritual power, your psychic power, and your divine feminine power as a twin flame. Your words have power. So if you're saying, I feel like a crazy person, and then obviously you're bringing more crazy into your life, more situations to feel crazy in. But if you say, I'm sane, I'm powerful, I'm strong, and I'm certainly not a crazy person, then that's your truth. So remember, you speak into existence. Your voice has power. You are a creator. So this is reminding you, divine feminine, of your power. That you can manifest your dreams, that you are capable of having the life that you want to live. So if you want to be married to your twin flame, speak it into existence. Okay? I am living the life of my dreams. I am in a wonderful, loving relationship. I'm committed to my journey. I feel excited about my life. I know I will have my happiness. Speak it into existence. Set your intention. Ask for what you want. And we've got open. I am open to receiving love. So to be able to receive what we want, we have to be open to it. So the angels are reminding you of that. Sometimes we shut ourselves down because we've been hurt. Sometimes we shut down our feelings too about marriage because we've been hurt, or it didn't go right in the past, or, we weren't really open to it. But with your twin, you're open to everything. The world is your oyster. Having learned from it, and by leaving the pain of the past behind, you are now open to receiving love and starting afresh as the new, wiser and more authentic you that you have become. Very powerful. So everything you've learned in the past has made you who you are. And you know that anyway. But this is also about healing past wounds and realizing that you can begin again, that you can refresh and renew your life. And I definitely feel these are views and healing past trauma around commitment or around marriage or about being abandoned. And this isn't just what you go through as a divine feminine. This is understanding what your masculine goes through too. That they have been through hurt and pain in the past, sometimes connected with childhood, especially if, family members kind of parted or there was a divorce with mother and father or anything like that. Depending as well with cultural issues, if marriage is a big thing, if marriage is in your kind of culture, maybe arranged marriage and beliefs around that. So there's a lot of healing connected with marriage, commitment, religion sometimes, differences between you, things that you think about because of what people have put in your mind, society, family, friends, because we all know that people say in the outside world, by a certain age, you should be married, you should have kids, you should have all these things, and that's hogwash. Every journey is unique. Every journey is special. Somebody actually commented on the channel and said, I don't know if I screenshot it. Let me see if I did, because I want to get the wording right. But I know I was definitely thinking about talking about it. I might not have screenshot it, but someone said something about me and George should get married. Okay, I don't think I've screenshot, but someone said, you and George should get married in capital letters. Okay, and said, you are a beacon of truth or something to other twin flames and should light the way. Or they were basically saying that, I should get married to George to prove that this is all real. And it does not work like that, okay? Because I and George, we don't have to prove to anyone our love. Every journey is different. So some of you will want marriage, some of you won't. You don't have to get married to have a happy union. And that, I think that she said something like, you and George deserve to be happy, you should get married in capital letters, as if we weren't happy anyway. So this is understanding that everyone understands things from their own perception. So, you may be watching this thinking, oh yes, I want to marry my twin. I really hope he marries me. Some of you will think that's the worst thing in the world. I don't want marriage. And that's okay. Your union is unique and special to you. But my point is, when you are in union, you may be surprised by how open you are to these things. Because I never really wanted marriage, but now I would get married. Okay, it's still not something we're thinking about, because we don't need to. But, it's something I would never, ever, ever have thought about before with anyone. Because it was something I never wanted. So it's saying to you, be open to anything here. Because you are becoming a renewed, more authentic, wiser version of you through the things you've been through. So you're not a crazy person, you are a wise soul. And you are intelligent and very loved. And we've got joy. It says, I am living a life that is filled with joy. So remember, you speak life into your world. And you speak life with, your voice. You speak it into existence. So use the affirmation, I am living a life that is filled with joy. And whatever joy is to you, that's what you're bringing into your life here. The more you let go of the past, and that is gone, so the past is gone, it can't be changed, and it cannot be changed. Release worry about the future that has not yet occurred, and the more you live in the present moment, the more joy you bring into your life. So again, it's not needing to force it, okay, not needing it to be a marriage just yet, or forcing it into something it's not ready to be, just enjoying the now, and being open to what the universe gives to you. I am physically, mentally, and emotionally ready to enter a new phase in my life, and I'm ready to grow and get better. So again, this is about how we grow, and we are ready for change. And that's why on day 5, with the number 5 for change, you are ready for change. You're ready for union. You may feel you're ready for a commitment or a marriage. You want something to happen here. And you're saying, I'm ready for this. I am physically, mentally, and emotionally ready. So that means physically you feel healthy, you feel well. And if you still feel you're working on your health right now, that's being created for you because your thoughts have power and you are speaking your life into existence. Emotionally, you may feel more balanced now. You're more ready for what's to come. You can handle it better. And you certainly feel better, mentally, because you are coping with things more. So you're ready to grow and get better. So you're moving forward. And we've got, she unleashes her inner goddess and became the woman her soul knew she could be. And that's what happens on the journey as a divine feminine. We're not crazy people. We are evolved, highly wise spiritual beings. And you're being shown that you are a goddess. So your masculine may look at you sometimes and think, wow, she may seem a bit crazy to others, but to me, she's a goddess. Remember, nobody's going to understand you unless they are going through what you're going through. So that's why family, friends, or the people just don't get it. Someone said people say that twin flames are demonic or crazy or, it isn't real. That's someone who doesn't understand the journey. When you're in it to win it. And the angels are reminding you of that. You know your truth. So remember, regardless of what people think or regardless of what people seem, you are not a crazy person. People used to call me Loopy Liz. When I worked in the shop that I worked in, people called me Loopy Liz because they didn't really understand the things that I did with the psychic stuff and the angels. And they said, oh, that's Loopy Liz, stay away from her, she's a bit crazy. Because people are just naturally afraid of what they don't understand. And if someone doesn't understand the twin flame journey, then they'll think you're crazy, but it's because they have no knowledge or understanding or wisdom about what you know. It's like, listening to someone talk about, astrophysics or, something that you just don't really understand. And you're like, whoa, I feel crazy because I don't really get that, So it's about realizing that you know your truth, and that's what matters. So the angels are saying to you, you've unleashed your inner power because you know who you are, and you've unleashed your inner goddess because that's who you are, and you've become the woman or the man that your soul knew that you could be before you were born, before you were incarnated into this life. So replace any doubt you have with faith. Okay, replace doubt about will he marry me, and know that he will. Replace doubt about this craziness, because you are not crazy, you are sane. So have faith in yourself and know that whatever happens, that you are protected by angels and there's nothing to fear. You are guided, guarded and protected and watched over by loving angels. And they won't do you wrong, they will only do you right. So trust the journey. So who cares what people think of you? You know your truth. You are not a crazy person. You are sane and powerful and wise and strong and exactly where you're meant to be. Have a great day, sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.